I'm now 3 months on from my operation, and I have to say, my life's changed hugely. Just simple things like going out on my bike. I enjoy bike riding. I enjoy walking. Obviously I've got grandchildren, playing with the grandchildren, which has always been difficult because of my knee. So it's been very difficult over the months to carry on with daily routines such as walking up and down the staircase. But for me it's been fantastic. At 7 o'clock on the dot, I was seen by Mr. Mark Norris. I told him about the issues I had with my knee. He sent me off for an x-ray. Literally within 10 minutes I was back in with Mr. Mark Norris to view the x-ray, and he decided that yes, you definitely need to go ahead and have a total knee replacement. And we made a date and I signed up for it there and then. I was given the opportunity to go to joint school. I decided to go. I've been on the website and I thought I'd better find out firsthand. And I have to be honest, it was very, very informative. Physio there, she really did put you at ease. She went through everything step by step, and you could stop, you could ask questions, and she told you exactly what was going to happen. And I think it prepared you very well. Well, on the day of surgery, I done all the preparation. When I arrived at the hospital, obviously I must admit I was really nervous. From reception, from the nurses, they made you feel very welcome, very settled at KIMS Hospital. Then the nurse come in to prepare me for the operation. I was given a time, and Mr. Mark Norris came to see me. He went through what was going to happen, the timings, and what would happen after the operation. Well, the most important thing for me after surgery was to make sure that I was out of bed and mobile. Difficult to get out of bed, I have to say, but the nurses were fantastic. They got me out of bed and on a Zimmer frame, and I managed to walk around the room twice, and which was great for me. Well, the following day, obviously I was focused on getting up and mobile. The physios come in, and they basically wanted me to walk up and down the corridors on crutches. And then once I conquered the walking part of it, then we walked up the corridor to the end of the corridor, and there's a set of staircases where you literally have to walk up about 3 or 4 stairs across and back down. Now I've done that twice. That's to make sure that hopefully you can cope with that when you get home. My first physio appointment at KIMS Hospital. Well, I saw the physio. She said, "Can you get on the bench?" And I got on the bench, and she measured how much bend I had after the first, I think it's about 3 or 4 weeks. My measurement was 70. Well, I'm thinking, God, I am never going to make the 130 that I researched on the internet. The physio, she made me feel very comfortable. She said, "Look, don't worry about it. It will be fine. Absolutely no problem. You will make it. I'm 100% sure you will get where you want to go." And I walked out there and I thought, yeah, okay, I feel quite good about this. After the first appointment with the physio and the disappointment of only having 70 degrees, I was fully focused in trying to improve that 70 degrees as soon as possible and hit my target, which I had a 3-month target. And I went through all the exercises I got from KIMS Hospital, and every single day, 4 times a day, I was up, and it was painful. But when I got back to the physio the second time, I got something like 100 degrees movement, which was 30 degrees improvement. So I was really ecstatic, to be honest. When I arrived at the advanced classes, there was various, the running machine, you had the bike, you had the squats, you had weights, which are things I haven't done for years. So at first it was quite difficult, but I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. And what made it enjoyable was the physiotherapists, the young girls there. They were very professional, and where you think, oh, can I do this or not? They pushed you, and it was a good push. It was a motivation push. I found them very professional. I found them very enthusiastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and these young girls are the reason why I managed to reach 130 degrees. They're fabulous. I'm now 3 months on from my operation, and I have to say, my life's changed hugely. And to be honest, this is a big thanks to KIMS Hospital. The nursing, the physios there, they're absolutely fantastic. Without them, I wouldn't have reached my goal and my target of 130 degrees. I wouldn't be on a bike. I wouldn't be able to sit down at a cinema, theatre, whatever, and do what other people do.